Hello, it's Steph. I want to share with you 5 strategies to stop comparing yourself to others. We all know what happens. You're scrolling Facebook, seeing people's highlight reel, comparing yourself to what they did or what you wish you were doing. You see that video and you're like, I should have made that video. Or you see that book, I could have written that book. It happens. It's human. But it's actually not about that person or the things you're looking at. And we don't need to change our entire Facebook culture to not share your highlights because that's not going to happen. We're always going to have Facebook as our highlight reel. Okay, maybe that's a little bit in the mind of impossibility, but seriously, like it's not really about them at all. Let them share what they're going to share. It's actually about you. So, 5 things you can do. One is notice the voices. Notice that I should have done that, or I could do that, or you're not good enough to do that. That's why they did it and you didn't. Oh, that person just got hired, got that new job, got that promotion. That's because you're not good enough. You've got to notice that voice. Sometimes it can get collapsed in our brains as real or as reality or as our conscious or something. It's not. It's just the voice that's meant to keep you small. Everybody's got it. And you can actually learn to tame and quiet that voice. It might not ever go away. I still got mine. I'm sure you still have yours. I'm sure President Obama still has his. But you can actually learn to separate yourself from that voice and notice it's just a voice. You can name it something funny and you can tell it to sit in the back seat because it's not driving your bus today. I think that's Brené Brown or Elizabeth Gilbert. I love them both so much. Sometimes I mix up their quotes, but they talk about having fear sit in the back seat because it's not driving your bus today. So tell that voice, which is really just coming from fear, to sit in the back seat because it's not driving your bus today. 2, change your filter. If you are constantly triggered by seeing stuff online, just change your filter, limit the time you're online, or actually unfollow people who drive up that voice. It might be a temporary way to see less of it, like have less of it bombarding you all the time. Now, to be clear, this is a temporary fix. This will not work long term because that's just you trying to put a band-aid on the problem. But you can choose what you let into your view. You can choose how much you go online. And instead of doing it from that disempowered place, you can actually just choose for you. Have the filter of your life you want to live through. Doesn't mean you'll never have the voice and you'll never have to learn to tame it, but you can also maneuver what you want to see on a day-to-day basis. 3, make space for yourself. That means you've got to change your mindset into this mindset of abundance or possibility or however you want to say it. But what you're really doing is you're making space for you. It doesn't matter if 20 other people have said the same thing. Make space for you. Use your voice. Speak up and go do, be, share, write, sing the thing that you've been meaning to do, sing, share, or be. Make the space for yourself. Claim it. Create it. Be it. Next is allowing your imperfections. So once you've made the space and you start doing the things and writing the stuff and making the videos and being out loud in your space, you've got to allow the imperfections because remember, that voice is going to come back up. So if you open up and just allow yourself to be with things going wrong, it not being perfect, it not being professional quality, but start putting it out there anyway. Allow the bloopers, allow the spelling errors, allow being just a tiny bit off key. I don't know why I keep having singing metaphors. I must need to go sing somewhere. But allow those imperfections, which will allow you to accept yourself on a deeper level, which will then again take away some of that comparison trap. And last but not least, you gotta just own the badass that you already are. Really, the deeper level that you own yourself as a magnificent, creative, out loud, loving being, the less and less that voice will take over, the less and less you'll be comparative when you see stuff that you want to be doing, the more space you create for yourself, and the more imperfection you allow. It's like a cycle. It's all just going to feed your badassery. You're going to get even more out loud. You're going to start posting more. You're going to start speaking more. You're going to start calling more people. You're going to start having the success you wanted anyway. So those are the ways that you can tone down the comparison and turn up your badassery. I'm going to recap it and see if I'm going to get them in order, right? Allowing that imperfection stuff. One is, shoot, I just literally said them. Ha! Notice the voice. Notice the voice is number one. Number two is change your filter. Number three is create the space for yourself. Make the space for yourself. Number four is allow imperfection. And number five is just be a badass. I'd love to hear what you think about these. Take on one or all five of them and see what it does for your comparison mind and that little voice that's been nagging you. Talk to you soon.